Drew and Stu are on the air.
Ready?
Whether you're fading with Drew or riding with Cam, this is the place to get your weekly NFL picks.
All right, let's go.
Welcome to week 6 of the Drew and Stu podcast. I'm Drew, that's Cam. It's a prop show, our changes show. It's everything in between. Cam's got a Metotopic Ridge. Is that what it was called? I don't even remember.
What? The line in my face?
Yeah,
the anger line? Look at that. Look how deep it is now, too. It's like a crevice.
Yeah,
That's what happens when you fall in a shower and you get older, Drew. And you told me a long time ago, guys who lose weight, you notice like they get wrinklier and weirder. That's me.
Yep, and redder, and because of the stress.
And redder.
It's the stress.
The stress doesn't help it, too, you said in the explanation. So, yeah.
Hey,
Okay.
the Utah Hockey Club did us well on opening night, winning by 2 goals like we wanted, and Vegas beat the Avs last night. Like
Actually, I had 6.5 under for a final parlay, Drew. They scored an empty net goal and scored with seconds left. Like it was an unnecessary goal. Oh no, dude, you have no idea. Like that's called people talk, ooh, bad beats. You know what? Betting every day, you're gonna get bad beats. That was brutal.
Yes.
Like they already had the empty netter. They put the goalie back. They didn't leave him out. And then they scored with like a couple seconds left. I'm like, okay, that's fun. Thanks.
That's frustrating.
Hey, it's life. It's called gambling, buddy.
Well, a
win
couple things
all the time.
happened since we've last been on air. Todd Downing, now the offensive coordinator, calling plays in the New York Jets, which is bad news for the Bills. We were already on the Jets on Monday. Now they got a new OC. Their head coach is gone. Do you think Salah was dealt a bad hand, Cam?
Yes.
It's coming out now that he was like essentially the scapegoat. Like wasn't given a chance.
Dealt a bad hand. As I said before, and we'll repeat this stuff, and I know people in the chat, like, yeah, you guys come at us about Rodgers. We were right about this situation, okay? He will get better, though. Like, I'm not ripping all on Rodgers, but he's basically a half GM. The guy's not going to be around forever. The Jets need to win now. They made a decision. Salah was horrible with the media. He's a scapegoat. But what was also Salah's strength? He was a defensive guy. What's the best part of the Jets? Defense. What's the worst part of the Jets? Offense. That's your boy Nate Hackett. And Nate Hackett and Rodgers are boys. So if you're in a situation where there's 3 guys and you and your buddy, it's like you and Meanie. You meet a new guy and he's like, hey, man, want to be part of the street hockey gang? You're like, yeah, kind of, but we're not getting rid of this guy because he's been on our team for 4 years, even if he's like not your best player. Very simple concept. Coach with his son who sucks. Yeah, he's on the team. Sorry, it's my kid. Got to get a few minutes ice time. We've all been there, right, Drew? Like I used to play hockey with guys. Never have a father as the coach of a hockey team.
Hey, why is this guy first line center? He's the coach's son.
It's like, dude, I like other guys who don't have kids on the team. It makes things a lot easier. Other than that, Salah was a scapegoat. They could have gave him more time till the end of the year. It was obvious. We're not stupid. We read lips. Rodgers and him do not like each other. You can't have a starting quarterback that is not going to be in the league long, who's a Hall of Famer, arguing with a coach that you can replace. Salah got dealt a bad hand, and know what he is? He's actually smart because he knows probably a lot of things, but he's not going to say anything because he'll get a coordinator job if he shuts up.
Yeah, what do you think of? Like, would you rather Woody Johnson or Jerry Jones running your football team?
Oh, good question, Drew. You know what? That's actually a really good question by you. People would just say, "Oh, Woody Johnson for sure." You know what? I'd actually take Jerry Jones.
Yeah,
he's more fun. He
And
might
he's
be
got some
Looney
Super
Tunes
Bowls.
in the radio interviews, but I'll tell you one thing: he's a hell of a lot more fun. He's not as like, and I can't even believe I'm saying this. He's less weird than Woody.
Yes.
Like, it's good. Isn't that nuts? That's like saying this guy like we go to a weirdo convention and Woody's worse than Jerry. Like I at least Jerry's kind of fun. He'll go on a boat and. I gotta believe if we went on Jerry's boat, he'd like at least give us like good food and beverages.
Woody
Johnson
like, here's 10 grand cash for being a nice guy.
Woody Johnson would like leave, throw us in the Hudson. Like, no thanks.
It's a disaster. Cam Spencer Rattler starting for the Saints. Your boy Haney, like we said, I told you he sucks, and now he's not starting.
Hey, it's Hayner, by the way.
Whatever.
Fresno State. Yeah, that's the best.
Whatever.
Hey, Haney, you suck.
Cares.
Hey, no one. You're right. No one cares. Probably better. Hey, obviously, Spencer Rattler's better. He's 2 in the depth chart, and he got drafted higher than Jake Haener. He was a good quarterback at South Carolina, a real battler. But the bottom line is this, and then I do other shows. They go, oh, you're going to say the backup's better? No, I'm not going to say he's better than Carr, but that line's gone. Like, I got to tell you, Drew, we got a good line. I would not feel comfortable betting Tampa Bay at this current number. Thoughts?
Yeah, it's growing. It's going. I see some 4s and 4.5s. It's going to get to 5 by game time with Spencer Rattler at quarterback. The only thing I like in this game with Rattler, Cam, is his rushing prop because he ran a lot in college, and I think he's going to run a lot more than Carr. And I expect his prop to be like 9.5 yards, and he could go for like 30 or 40 because I think he's going to be happy feet in the pocket and take off. Also some Kamara checkdowns. But stay tuned for my props later in the show, and I'll let you know what we all
are good. Your props you hit. By the way, people, you got to tune into the Thursday show For Drew's props, he went gold, silver, bronze. He swept the medals last week, so I'll give you love, even though you're feeding your child and you stiff me all the time, but your props are good.
Stiff you? I don't stiff you.
No, you didn't stiff me. You're just like always. I told you, when I'm taking a leak at 6 o'clock in the morning, I could do the show. Like, I don't go back to sleep. Don't you get it? I sleep in the afternoon.
Cam, that show would be a disaster. We both know it. You'd be like getting some breakfast sandwich
delivered
to the
My
door.
show's a disaster
something.
now. I'm really good at 6 a.m.
Are you a leftovers guy? Speaking of 6 a.m.
Leftovers guy? What?
I can't picture you being a guy.
Oh my God, Drew! You like?
I hate leftovers, Cam. I'm that guy.
I just made a vat full of rice, and you know what I did with it? And then I made noodles. So I did rice stir fry with broccoli, all sorts of things.
I thought you were saying you mixed rice with noodles. I was like, who the hell does that?
Listen, just listen for a sec. I make a whole thing of rice, and then I do some noodles, okay? Then I do ramen with broccoli, all the vegetables, and then I do a different protein, shrimp, steak, chicken. That's what you do with leftovers, numbnuts. Am I a leftovers guy? Damn right. I'll come to your house. If you want to throw any food in front of me, I will put you in a
Well, that's why you always
hole.
took my lunches when we worked together in the same office. I was like, I don't want it. You can have it. I don't want it.
I know. It was very kind. At the time, I thought you were just being nice, but you would have thrown it out anyway. It's not like you were being nice. You just didn't want the leftovers.
I'm that idiot who's like, I'd rather go spend $5 on something new than eat the leftovers from dinner last night.
I love leftovers, buddy. And another thing about leftovers that I love, when you're cooking things that are like, it gives it time to saturate the flavors and all the other good stuff. Like when it's fresh, sometimes, certain things like they need marinating.
Yeah, especially like if you like cook a fresh tomato sauce, a couple days later, it's always way better.
Exactly. Pasta's wicked the next couple days, bro. So you do like leftovers.
No, I don't. I don't. You throw store food in the fridge? Yeah, I don't know. Whatever. I will not be eating leftover turkey dinner this weekend, but let's get to our.
Can I come to your house and bring a Ziploc?
If you want.
I'm going to bring a garbage bag, actually. So tell your wife, don't throw it out. Cam's coming by, and I'll just sit there and just fill the bag with whatever you got, because I love leftovers. By the way, at my dad's nursing home, they're doing turkey and ham. So know what I'm doing for him? Better thought, prime rib. I went to the store today, got a cap off, $6.99, Drew. Let's just say there were people high elbows at the meat counter. That's a great price
for a
prime rib. Yeah, 4 day special, buddy. Get on it.
Oh, you should get like 5 of them, but okay.
I got 2, but
let's get to our switches, Cam. Enough food talk. My only switch.
I love how you're trying to get me off things all the time. It's a show. People wanted to learn it. We? Like we talked about music. We talk about other things.
We need to get a Cam Stewart cooking show where you give up your favorite recipes. And
Drew, I've been trying to get one for 15 years. I've talked to Mayo. I've talked to Sports Grid. I've talked to it sounds like a great idea. Talk to Hainzer with the smoker. We just can't seem to get it done. So anybody out there, if you want to do a betting
what's
cooking
your kitchen
show,
setup? How's your kitchen? Like, is it enough for the
great do it at my are you crazy? We're not doing it at my place is a dump. We're going to do it at a studio with a real kitchen set, you moron.
Okay. Well, we got, funny enough,
Drew, like, you think people want to come into my house is awful.
People would love it. They'd see like you like duct taped your cupboard shut or something crazy.
No camera crews getting in here. No camera crews getting in here unless you grease me with an envelope thicker than that stupid line I got in my head. Like, it's got to be huge.
Yeah, luckily we have a brand new kitchen at the SDPN studio, so we could get you over there cooking up some stuff.
Maybe I should bring a bed and a tent and I can live there because my mortgage sucks.
You could crash a few nights, showers and everything. All right, let's get to our switches.
Sorry, did you actually say that? We'll talk about that later. I can actually squat
we'll see.
there.
We don't want stragglers, but yeah, you could stay there a few nights. All right, Cam. New England. I'm switching from New England to Houston. Drake May now starting. We knew he was probably going to start on Tuesday, but I'm looking into this more. The way they defended the last 2 weeks with Josh Allen, Trevor Lawrence, they've held them pretty well in check. And I expect them to send a bunch of zero blitzes, like 8 guys blitzing the whole time. Can Drake May process that quick enough at the NFL in his first start? I just don't think so. So I think Houston can win this game by more than 7. Cam, I'm leaning.
I know.
Houston. It's gonna be close.
Drew, it's a scary game.
Yes,
because either Houston can win by a lot or May can do, like, you're betting on a guy with an unknown. We don't know what he's going to do, right? And we know what Brissett is. But here's Drew. This is what you love, and you're very good at it. I think the rushing prop for May is something we should look at too, like Rattler, because he's actually a pretty effective runner. I'm not going to say he's elusive, but he's very good enough to move, like 3rd and 5, move the sticks. If it's anything under 13.5, I would take the over.
Yeah, I agree with that. He's so raw, Cam. We knew that coming out of college.
You like Rattler more with the rushing prop.
Yeah. Rattler's more of an athlete, I think. But okay, Cam, that's my only switch of the week. I'm sticking on everything else. My switches have been bad this year, so I don't want to make too many anymore. You're switching 2 games, you said. Which ones are they?
One so far, and we have to talk about the second. I'm switching Arizona to Green Bay.
Yes.
I like Arizona, but that defense just scares me. Green Bay's at home. The line's a little bit tricky. It's on that limp number. We talk about 5s and 5.5s. Dogs cover, but I'm going to go with Green Bay here. And talk me out of Cleveland.
Cam, their defense has been absolutely atrocious the last couple of games. Deshaun Watson's receivers have given up on him. I think they just want him out now. They're just dropping balls on purpose, it looks like, when he's throwing them.
Well, the offensive line has to get him hurt then. They might actually have to go, oh, sorry, pal. You want to on the blind side and just knock him out of the game, and in comes Winston.
Philly's fully healthy on offense. Again, 2 weeks to prepare for this Browns defense that has been very, very shaky, allowing wide receiver ones to go off on them in the last 3 games. Cam, I just think Cleveland's going to have to score 20 points to cover this number, and I just don't think they can.
I'll switch it to Cleveland and just put a star beside it that I
switch to Philly.
Switch to Philly. And if Cleveland covers, I'm never doing this again. I'm going to stick with the loser teams that I take. But then again, the guys in the chat already said I need to drop
Cam, there's at least 25 comments ripping you for Carolina.
Yeah, well, tell them after the game we could talk. And you know what I'll do, Drew? I want you to actually take a note of every. No. I got an idea for these people. This is what I'm going to do. You tell me all the 25 comments, and I'm going to say I'm an idiot, and I'll personally email you and say I'm the biggest stooge in the world, and I don't have money to take you all out unless it's like the Golden Corral. So no, but I'll apologize and say I'm an idiot.
We know that,
dude.
Right?
It's Golden Corral is a glorified cafeteria. It's like an army barracks with steel
Walmart
things. Yeah,
it's Walmart version of Denny's. That's what I think, and Denny's is pretty shit too.
What? Okay, again. We'll do another show because you seem very
my
on
buddy
topic
used to
today.
work at Denny's.
No, I don't care. I don't know.
Let me
Stop.
talk.
I love the Grand Slam breakfast. Stop.
No, let me talk. My buddy worked at Denny's. They cook all the bacon, the sauce, and everything the night before, and they leave it under the heat lamp so that it's quick in the morning. That's why you get the weird, thin, gross bacon and sausages that look like they've been cooked for 14 hours.
It's called want any of that shit. All restaurants do it.
No, but Denny's is worse, Cam. It's breakfast. You can cook it quick. Why are you being lazy? Like, the eggs are the only thing they cook fresh there. It's just gross.
Yeah, well, the thing is, it's such a high volume place, Drew, and trust me, I've had.
Hey, I watch Waffle House cook stuff fresh for me when I'm there.
Fair enough. No, you're right. They should be actually having like one of those super ovens with 8 racks, and you just slap bacon in racks. I know. I used to cook it, so I know. But it's also Denny's gets a lot of business, so they're taking the lazy way out. People do that. So, what they do it? They do it on wing night of places too. I used to be the wing champ. Guys are like, Cam, why do you think you're sick all the time? Because they pre-cook the wings and then they do them only halfway. I'm like, that is not cool. That's poultry.
Yes,
you could get really sick.
It's just gross.
I know.
I don't even what I was about to go on a tangent about something to do with football.
You did on Denny's, Waffle House, fresh eggs, and
all right. Let's
what
get
else
into
did you talk? No, Cleveland. We were talking about Cleveland.
I don't know, Cam.
Philly?
Nick Chubb looks like he's out, which is why I said on the Tuesday show if Nick Chubb was back fully, I think I might go Cleveland plus 9.5 now. But he looks like he's not going to play, so I don't trust Jerome Ford in that offense.
So I got to get 9. I got to get 9.5 instead of 8.5 too if I switch, right? Okay. Well,
all right,
win
Cam.
By 9, I will
Yeah, that'll suck. Thursday night football, Cam, tonight. Your Seattle Seahawks hosting the San Francisco 49ers. We do an anytime TD parlay for Thursday nights. The last couple of times we've been very, very close to hitting our 4-banger. Maybe we should do 3 tonight. What do you think?
I've been telling you that since the football season started, but you're always trying to get the home run to buy your kids the best.
Me?
Organic
you're the guy. You're the king of adding an extra sprinkle.
No. People, go back and check the tape. We should. Drew's like, oh, let's just make it. I go, why can't we just take a winner? You're good at. Oh no, we got to do 4. Got to do 4. That's your line.
Okay.
I right?
I remember what I was going to say. The comments weren't ripping you for taking Carolina plus 6. They were ripping you for saying Carolina was going to win the game outright. That's what they were ripping you for.
Oh, I don't care if they rip me. To be honest with you, I deserve it. I'm taking Carolina again. I'm just saying, do you feel comfortable laying 6 with Atlanta in a divisional game against? I know they're horrible, but it's not you feel comfortable?
Yep, that's why I took them.
I wouldn't feel very comfortable.
I trust Kirk Cousins. He's been playing well. All right, Cam. Anytime TD props are tonight. I'll let you pick 2. I'll pick 1.
First, can I do something crazy?
All right.
This is actually not crazy. The Seahawks have 2 tight ends. Okay,
yeah.
They got Fant and Barner, the 4th round draft pick out of Michigan.
Mm-hmm.
Barner gets as many whatever. He's basically going to be the best tight end on the team. Barner, first touchdown, 50-1. $15 gets me 765. It's already been bet. Barner, anytime touchdown, 9-1.
I like it, Cam.
At That's a wicked price. Barner's like he's already got a touchdown. Like that price is incredible for first touchdown.
Yeah, my issue with Barner is that he's not on the field as much as Fant, but I could easily.
But you know what I mean? You gotta take a shot though. That's why it's 50-1 or 9-1.
Yep, I agree with that, Cam. All right, first touchdown, AJ Barner. Now let's get into the anytime TDs. Give me two guys. You give one, I'll give one, then you give another one.
Well, I'm gonna go with the chalk because we're making a parlay, right?
Yep.
I'll go with Walker.
Chalk.
You're gonna go with Mason, right?
No, I'm not.
Okay.
I'm going to go with.
How about that new running back they got? Have you met Guerrero?
Guerrero?
Yeah, Guerrero.
Eddie Guerrero.
I like Mr. Guerrero.
No,
I like Guerrero.
Cam, I think you guys are struggling against deep balls and stuff, so I'm going to take Brandon Ayuk.
We struggle against everything, Drew.
Yeah, fair. I'm going to take Brandon Ayuk, or Ayuk, whatever you want to call him, plus 320. What do you got?
You're very serious today. Are you stressed out, dude? Like,
Cam,
it must be tough.
I'm on
you
no
just had a
sleep.
child.
What do you mean?
Like, I
it's
thought
not
we were
stress.
friends. Like, you seem very, not like, I could tell you're very uptight. I'm trying to loosen it up, but then again, I only have my own problems. You got 2 children and a newborn. Yikes. Tough week for Drew. Anytime touchdown. Can I go Jordan Mason to keep it simple and just make the parlay bigger? I'm sorry, Drew. I know you like the big bombs, but I just want to keep it easy.
That's fine. So it's plus 600. We got
now
Walker,
the final guy.
Ayuk, and Mason. And then if
we
want
don't
to
have
add,
to put Barner in there. That was just a separate bet. Like, do you want to put what Seahawk do you like?
I don't like the Seahawks to score that many points tonight, so I would rather add.
Would you go with Metcalf? He gets touchdowns, but he also gets shut out. Like
I'd rather probably JSN, to be honest.
You know what? Put JSN in our. Oh God! Now we can't take the.
No, so it's plus 600. If we add JSN, it's 20-1. We can bet them both.
Okay.
Easy.
Can you leave Barner out of one of them? It's an absolute it's a total lottery.
Well, Barner's in none of these parlays. Barner's is the first
good.
TD.
Oh, okay. Sorry,
it's just Walker, Ayuk, and Mason. That's it. Plus 600.
I'm like, why is it only 6-1 when a guy's 9-1?
No. If Barner was in it, we'd be getting 100-1 odds. It's just.
You want to do one and add Barner to make it a 5er?
Of course, you want to.
Actually, I just lied about what. Now I'm doing the problem betting.
If we add Barner, Cam, it becomes a 70-1 special.
Let's just do one. $10 on the 70-1 special or 15. The other ones will do a little bit more. Let's have some fun.
Yeah,
that's what we're here for.
I could use
football's
money for
supposed
some
to be.
diapers.
You know what? You need fun. The way things are going, you're feeding the baby. You're up 24 hours. You need something. You need to win like a 10-game parlay and just turn that frown upside down.
100%. I'd love to turn $10 into 700 tonight with this parlay. It'd be nice. It'd be just like.
By the way, thanks with the pick in the hockey game. It only went over by 9 goals or 12.
Hey, I told you Vegas would win though.
I had Vegas in the under. I'm like,
I know.
It's 8-4.
I had the same thing. After the first period, I was like, fuck.
True. I actually had Winnipeg last night. And the funny thing is, one was a push at 6, and another book it was 6.5, but it was 6 plus money. So I'm like, oh, I got a parlay. Vancouver, Vegas, and I'm like, hey, and then Calgary. What an amazing comeback! I didn't even know. Like I was like doing other stuff. I'm like, what the hell? 6-5 Flames. I thought it was a misprint. I'm like,
yeah,
oh God,
it was crazy. All right, Cam, get into our weekend props. Your anytime TD specials, my props. I will share my gold, silver, and bronze props on the screen right now. So my gold is Darnell Mooney over 52.5 receiving yards against Carolina. His last 4 games, he's hit 105, 56, 66, and 88 over in all 4 games. He also has 39 targets and 23 catches over that span. He looks like he might be the number 1 receiver over Drake London, Cam.
Love him. But dude, Mooney and Kirk Cousins got a nice little relationship going. It's working.
My silver is DeAndre Swift over 77 rushing and receiving yards combined. He had 120 last week, 165 the week before. The Jags are a stout run defense. That's why I like the rushing and receiving combined, because I think he can catch some screens and take them to the house. He touched the ball 23 times the last 2 games, and they've had success. They're finally using him. My bronze is Jahmyr Gibbs over 57.5 rushing yards against Dallas. The last 3 games, he's hit 78, 83, 84. He's out-snapped and out-carried Montgomery in 2 of those 3 games as well. And Dallas, Cam, their defensive line is in shambles. I mean, what do they have? They're missing DeMarcus Lawrence. They're missing who else are they missing here? I got it all.
Everybody.
They're literally
missing,
like they have
no. Well, you know who? Parsons. They're
Sam Williams.
Williams, Parsons, everybody. But the thing is, I will say this. Let's give
Nealon
Dallas a little bit of credit. It's 1 game. No, but we played well. Like those guys their subs are actually good. Like we're
facing the shitty Steelers offense though. Like it's.
I understand that. And Justin Fields is like, yeah, Detroit might tear these guys up.
Well, that's why I think Jahmyr Gibbs, the way you do well against him is keep him inside. They don't have no edge rushers to keep him inside. He's going to be bouncing everything outside and taking him to the house. 57.5 is way too low for this number, Cam, so I like it well over. And then my bonuses is Stephon Diggs over 62.5 against New England and A.J. Brown over 68.5 against the Browns. They've allowed number one receivers to absolutely torch them with Neighbors, McLaurin, and Brian Thomas, so I think A.J. Brown can do well against them. Cam, your anytime TD parlays, go.
Thanks. Or you don't, or just no. They're anytime touchdown scores, correct?
Oh yeah, not parlays, not parlays.
Yes,
Just scores, just scores.
Okay, Drew. I understand. I've been there, but anyway, I'm going to go with wide receiver, quarterback, tight ends first, and I'll give you my running backs because that list's a lot longer. I like Isaiah Likely.
How many you got total this week? Like 10? Anytime
1,
TDs?
2, 3, 4, 5, 6 with running wide receiver / quarterback / tight end running backs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Holy shit.
That's not much, actually. If you think about it, they're only going to be like 20, 40, 50. Like I'm
Still
going to like
16 bets.
Yes.
All right. List them. Let's hear it.
We'll see how the golf goes because I just roll it back into this stuff. Likely is my favorite. Like, look at the price. Plus 260. Him and Jackson. Everyone talking Mark Andrews. Big deal. Likely's the guy. Plus
how
260.
about Kolar? Like Mark Andrews doesn't get the ball anymore.
I know. Even Kolar. And his odds are even crazier. But I'll take Likely.
Okay.
I'll take Evans for the Tampa Bay Bucks at plus 125. I'll go with Chase at even plus 100. And I'll go Jalen Reed plus 110. And Jacksonville, Thomas Jr. plus 175.
I
you like those?
I like Thomas.
I like a lot of these. But I also like, I think Hurts might get a touchdown, but I haven't decided on that one yet. Running backs.
Okay.
You're going to love this list. Swift plus 125.
Yeah.
Bigsby plus 150.
Ugh.
What am I doing, Drew, on my cooking show?
You're stirring the pot.
Mixing. I'm mixing. I'm mixing.
Okay,
Mixon.
I get it. Is he back? Is it confirmed?
Okay, pass on, man. First of all, the joke went over your head. It was horrible.
Well, I thought you were stirring the pot taking Bigsby
know.
over ETN. I thought that's what you were saying.
You are starting to upset me. Stevenson plus 200. Does that work for you? Is he going to play? I know he's questionable, but that's a great price for a guy that's going to get a million touches. Do you not agree?
Yes, I agree with you.
How about Kamara at even? Do you like that one?
I do, but I'm worried the Saints just don't do well at all against the Bucks. Like
I'm taking Kamara because if they get a touchdown, you know what? Taysom Hill's still out, so he's the best option, dude. I'm telling you, I got this guy last year and this year in my fantasy. I had him in all my leagues last year. Robinson Jr. of Washington. All he does is get touchdowns. He's plus 105. Okay. Najee Harris plus 105 for Pittsburgh.
Okay.
Hubbard for Carolina.
Of course.
Plus 105.
You got to go with the Canadian. That's the rule.
That is one Canadian per show. And Drew, two guys you're going to love. Gibbs for the Lions, minus 120. I don't care about the juice. We laid 20 cents in a hockey game every day of the week. And Breece Hall has done nothing. He will be the focal point of the Jets offense.
Oh, yeah.
Run, setting up the pass. Honestly, and I'm going to parlay those two as well. But I do have another parlay.
What was Hall's odds? Sorry?
Minus 120, same as Gibbs.
Okay.
Gibbs and Hall.
Okay. And then what's your parlay?
I got two of them.
Okay.
Parlay to the big chalk is plus 118 with Saquon Barkley and Derrick Henry.
Okay.
And I have a 38-1 parlay, 6 running backs.
38-1.
Well, you tell me to be prepared, so I came prepared.
I like it. I love it.
It's what happens when I take a leak at night and get up in the morning and stay up and do research.
Fair.
Ready?
Yep.
Mason.
Okay.
Walker.
Yeah.
Henry. Barkley. Jacobs. Hall.
Jacob.
Oh, no, sorry. Henry Hall.
Oh, Henry. No, you already gave Henry. You have Mason, Walker,
Henry. Oh, yeah. Sorry.
Barkley.
You're right. See, I might have screwed this up. Okay. And you can even gas the guys. If you guys don't want to do today's game, with today's game, if Mason and Walker get a touchdown, that's the first two legs. Then add Henry, Barkley, Jacobs, and Hall. Those are good. Drew, that actually has a chance.
Yeah, I mean, anytime you get running backs in the parlay, it has a chance, Cam. I like that, but it's just you need that like inside the 5 carry. That's all you need. That's all you're looking for.
You know how many times we've gone like 5 out of 6 with these type of things at 38-1 and stuff. And the problem is these cash outs, like they're a little bit different than like the game sometimes.
Okay, my biggest frustration is when like, oh, you need one more anytime TD parlay, and it's like, oh, we'll offer you $95 to cash out. I'm gonna win $1,200, but we'll offer you $95. It's like
that's my whole point. I do. They do the same thing in golf. I got the leader. They're offering me $180 when I can win $2,000. I'm like, that's not going to help me. Like I'd rather go down swinging. If you're not giving me, if you offered me 4, I'd actually hit the button sometimes because I know how crazy it is. But
the worst is when you're like, should I just take it? And then you don't take it, then it loses, and you're like, I should have fucking took it.
That's why they do it. That's why they undercut you. They know because you're angry at them out of spite, going, "You ripping me off." It's like when you go to a pawn shop and you know your product is worth. Like I remember once you sell golf clubs, you should get $200, and the guy offers you like $40. You want to punch him? Like, you know what I mean? Like,
it's true.
Like he knows. The pawn shop owner understands. Why is this guy bringing this stuff in? 1, desperate, drug problem, other issues in life, divorce. Like, you know what I mean?
Carolina Panthers. Like, it's just there's a lot of problems that people have.
See, there's the old Drew.
That's it's that pawn shop Cam by the Falls View Casino. That place.
Oh, dude. I know. That's the whole thing. I go in there because I like looking at like old like radio equipment and stuff for my job, like old soundboards, check this stuff out, microphones. I go in there. I'm like, oh my God, this guy's crackhead. This guy's rattled and divorced. This guy, you know what I mean? Like you can just tell the clientele, the guy in the back just sitting there like Uncle Vinny going, I own you guys. Like he knows they have to sell. They're desperate.
I watched a guy go in there and be like, I need $500 for this watch right now. They're like, we'll give you $900. He's like, oh, okay. And I was like, I've never seen a pawn shop up somebody, but this guy was giving them like a $3,000 watch, and I was like, this guy's
he's not doing
to gamble.
The guy's not being nice. Drew, my girlfriend did like a thing on like Harold the Jewelry Buyer and us or Oliver and them. She saw a guy come in with a Rolex. The thing was like she told me like she knows what like good materials. $28,000. Guy gave him like a dime, and the guy took they own you, and the guy's like sitting back going, dude, like, what are you doing, man? Like, I know you need the money, but you can't take that low of an offer. You can't. I don't care how desperate you are. You gotta be better.
I feel like you would be the worst pawn shop owner ever because you would feel bad.
I'd be too nice, eh? Yeah, I'll give you a full price.
Yeah, you'd be like, oh, this thing's worth $1,800. I'll offer you $1,750, and they'd be like, Cam, what the hell are you doing? We can't do that. And you'd be like,
you're right. My partner
money.
would like bring me in the other room and go, this is not for you. You're gone, Cameron.
Yeah, you got to be that dick that's like, we'll give you $400. You'd be like,
you have to be you have to be a heartless guy that doesn't care about people who have problems in life.
Yes. Oh, speaking of heartless, you see the people that are staying in Tampa during the hurricane? They're just like, we're going to ride it out. I saw one guy putting Flex Seal on his window. He's like,
I know. That was the best video. I'm like, this guy, was it, somebody tweeted out, he's like, I'll tell you, this Flex Seal, I'm going to wait this hurricane. And I'm like, dude, don't you know it's a dummy going over that little like bog with the gators in it? Like he's not riding a boat with Flex Seal through the bog.
Well,
dude, I'm going to tell you, they should know what they should have done, Drew. If I was the news director, that would have been my story. And if this guy's place comes back and it's like no drips, that's what you do for Flex Seal. Like you give them like a whole new promotional campaign with visual evidence.
I saw the TikTok. So the guy put the Flex Seal around the outside of his windows to protect them because he didn't want the water to get in. They took the new video today. I saw it this morning. The guy's whole house is shredded. There's sand in his living room. The water broke through the windows. Yeah, like Cam.
He thought the Flex Seal would work.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
He thought it was going to hold the window in place, like to support like the storm surge. It did not. It did not.
I bought Flex Seal before for my sinks. I called up my buddy Johnny Blaze like the next day. The thing already like that stuff is like I got the good one too. Like not the one like that loser didn't even get like the best stuff. He didn't even get like the Flex tape or whatever. He got like the old can. I'm like, what are you doing, bro?
And I did shout out Lieutenant Dan Kim. I don't know if you know who that is. It's a guy who lives in his boat in Tampa. There's video of him. He stayed in the boat and rode the storm surge all the way up, and he's back down. And he showed him this morning. And he's like, yeah, it was just a fun night. He's like, I slept 5 hours. He's like a little stormy, but okay.
Yeah. So the guy who bought Flex Seal's place is ruined, and Lieutenant Dan basically pulled like that's the best.
He's like Noah's Ark, hiding the water.
That is, so you're telling me there's a guy not in a home but in water and was safer than people in homes.
100%. He rode the storm surge all the way up and back down.
This guy's really smart. That guy's pretty brilliant to even like wouldn't you think that'd be the first place you die, water in water?
Well, yeah, I think if it was like waves, then you would die. But like, because it's a storm surge, it's just slowly rising, right? So it's but yeah, the water. Yeah, it's just crazy. People that stayed there are crazy. I don't know how.
Flex Seal guy, don't show Flex Seal the video. There goes their clients.
Oh, and their insurance claims aren't covering that stuff. Anyways, well wishes to everyone there. It's not a joke, funny, but the Flex Seal thing is pretty funny. But I hope everyone is okay, and I hope everyone's belongings are okay as well. Cam, our anytime TD parlay for week 6 is the last thing we got to do before we get out of here. You pick 3 guys. I pick 3 guys across all the games. The best we've done is 5 out of 6. So let's try and get 6 out of 6 in this one, Cam. We can go chalk and do whatever you want.
Well, I think we should take both of the running backs that we both like. I'm going to start off with Gibbs.
Okay.
Or do you want Hall? I think Hall or Gibbs should be a part, like, because you really like Gibbs this week. So no, I'll go
like
Hall
Gibbs.
and So do you like Gibbs in the parlay?
Yeah, of course. He's one of my.
Okay. So let's start with Hall and Gibbs, I think then.
Okay, Hall and Gibbs.
And no, I know what? I'm actually going to leave the floor to you. You tell me the next guy because I want you to pick it. Actually.
Next guy I'm going to give is I'm going to go AJ Brown against the Browns, plus 120.
How healthy is he?
He's fully back. Said he's 100%.
Out of these guys, what do you think about Swift?
I do like Swift. My only thing is the Jags run D is very good, so he'd have to score out of the air most likely.
But
I don't like.
And they have another option on the ground too.
Exactly, Roschon Johnson getting the goal line carries. Yeah, I don't like.
Who do you like more? What do you think about Najee Harris against the Raiders? Are they going to feed him this week?
It all depends on if Fields can get down there.
How about Thomas? That'll really boost it up.
I do like Brian Thomas,
right?
I do like Brian Thomas.
Okay, I'll put Thomas in. I like running backs more than receivers, but we'll do Thomas.
Okay, and then I'll give
You're
one
up.
more. Give me Tony Pollard against the Colts.
Love it. Oh, Drew, actually, it was funny you mentioned that. I went through all the props on a couple sites. That was the only game that didn't have like player props.
Oh yeah, look, I'm looking right now. He doesn't have.
I told you it's crazy. I was on another site. It didn't work either. Not just the one we're talking about.
I will pivot then. No,
you don't have to pivot. Let's just put Pollard because I want to bet Pollard too, but I don't understand why is that game circled with all the injuries. I guess.
Yeah, I guess because they don't know if Richardson's playing or not.
They don't know. They don't know. And the Colts have so many question marks going into this game.
Yeah, that's weird. That's fine, Cam. I'll go with somebody else. It's not a big deal. Okay. Give me Derrick Henry against the Washington Commanders.
Love it. It's part of my parlays.
Okay, one more, Cam.
Oh, I thought we were done there.
No, we got 5. We got Gibbs, Hall, Brown, Brian Thomas Jr., and Derrick Henry. So you need one more for me.
Do you like Saquon Barkley against the Browns?
I mean, yeah, but do we want 2 Eagles in our six-banger?
Yeah, it's kind of a problem. Okay, Kamara, you don't really like. Hubbard is on Carolina.
I'm fine with Hubbard if you want to do it.
Hubbard. If it's the only game wrong, you could tell the 25 people and you to come see me at 1234 Panther Claw Boulevard, whatever, and we'll go down there. And I guess I'm going to have to take you guys out for a cold one, right?
Yeah, that's fine. 6 guy parlay: Gibbs, Hall, Brown, Thomas Jr., Henry, and Hubbard. 55-1 or 56-1 if you round up. Plus 55. Plus 55.93.
Send me these by email again because I like to look at them and put like crazy bets on them.
Yeah, hopefully Hubbard, we don't have all the legs and then Hubbard screws us at the end.
If we do, I'm even suggesting to all you Carolina haters out there, maybe we'll hit the cash out button if it's just Hubbard.
Oh,
but maybe. It's an early game, right? It's an early game. A lot of our
Carolina's the 4 o'clock game. So
it is.
Yeah, so all the other ones will be done before that. So he will.
Oh, that's brilliant. Know what, Drew? That's a really before we go, and I know you got to go because your kids probably maybe diaper change. But here's the thing. In hockey, I do the same thing. Like 7-7-7, you want to have a 10 or a 10-30 as your parlay piece. Like get out of it, right? You got to stagger one game because if you don't, I remember every time I'm like, damn, that game's not ending yet. I don't know what's going to, and in the NFL, crazy stuff happens. So I'm glad we have 1 or 2 games at 4 o'clock that we could pivot and make a move and just go, you know what, we'll hedge out or do something here.
Fair enough. All right, Cam, last before we get out of here, favorite Thanksgiving movie for everyone to watch?
Thanksgiving movie?
I don't even know if there are.
There's a Thanksgiving movie?
I know Thanksgiving. Have you seen that where the turkey goes on a rampage and kills everybody?
Sounds amazing. I like Charlie Brown Thanksgiving.
Is that a movie? Charlie Brown Thanksgiving?
I don't know. They got Charlie Brown Christmas Thanksgiving. All I know it's the one they have the football and the usual shit. She pulls away the ball from him.
We agree. Charlie Brown.
If I was Charlie Brown, I'd snap on that chick after a while. It's like, stop doing these things to me all the time.
We agree. Charlie Brown sucks, right?
Yeah, he's probably he's kind of a. I don't like the fact that he doesn't stick up for himself. I prefer Snoopy than him. Like Snoopy's cool.
What's the bird called? Tweety Bird?
Woodstock.
Woodstock. That's it. That's it. Yeah, I don't know. What's Tweety Bird then? That's
from Mickey from Tom and Jerry.
Oh, Looney Tunes.
Had Tweety Bird. Yeah, Looney Tunes. Yeah. Remember, he's like the cat's.
That's not Tom and Jerry.
I'm gonna get the old lady is Tweety Bird's grandmother, who Tom and Jerry. It's part of the Looney.
Isn't Tweety Bird the one that's with Bugs Bunny all the time?
That's maybe Wile E. Coyote. No, the bird is in part of Looney Tunes, which is many different people like our shares, like Foghorn, Leghorn. Remember, Looney Tunes is a whole group.
Yeah, I didn't know Tom and Jerry was part of Looney Tunes. I thought that was a different thing.
It's partly and the grandma has Tweety Bird, who
antagonizes
the fucking cat.
Yeah, that's right. I forgot. I swear Bugs Bunny had a bird. I don't know what's going on, Cam.
I thought you were supposed to get smarter as you're getting older. Like
Cam, I don't remember all this stupid
everything.
shit. The stupid shit has gone out of my brain.
You are a good father, though, and God, I don't have.
Yeah,
any
that's
kids.
one thing you have. You have a good memory when it comes to like nonsense. Like, oh, what's that show from 1978 with that old lawyer?
And what is that doing for me in my life? So I could be like a lifeline and some loser karaoke. Hey, Cam knows that band from 1960. It's not really doing much for me.
Oh, Who Wants to Be a Millionaire? I'd call you up. I'd be like, Cam, what's the name of the actor? I want to see if you do this right now. What's the name of the actress who played the original Matlock in the 80s?
The original? No, what the guy? The original Matlock is. Well, the new one's Catherine Bates.
Yeah, let's see if you can get.
So who's the original Matlock?
I got it right here.
I know that guy's name.
Very famous guy.
I'm such an idiot. See, I did blank out. You put me on the spot. I know Angela Lansbury's Murder, She Wrote. Who is it? Just tell me.
Andy Griffith.
Andy Griffith. They have a show called The Andy Griffith Show.
So I thought you would get it.
See, you don't understand. Sometimes I get my wires cut.
Okay, fine. One more.
No. I don't want to play.
No, I'm giving you one more.
Anyway, Looney Tunes is Looney Tunes.
Okay, Cam. Who played Ted Danson in Cheers? Or who played Sam Malone? Oh my God.
You know what, Drew? Just go see your kid. We're done the show. We're out of here.
Shitty actor Ted Danson. We'll agree on that.
Oh, he's consumer seller. Seniors, do you need a phone with bigger buttons? Do you hate being ripped off by the cell carriers?
Call your
I'm like, thanks, Ted.
Yeah.
Ted. Isn't there like a DJ called Ted Danson? Like S-I-N instead of Ted Danson? Like, yeah, who's playing tonight? Ted Danson. My girlfriend, I go, who the fuck is Ted? I go, Ted Danson? No, he's like some... Anyway, whatever.
Anyways, let's get out of here.
You got kids. You don't go to clubs anymore, Drew.
No, I do not. Please click like. Please click subscribe. Please rate and review on all audio platforms. Let us know why The Goblet of Fire is Cam's favorite Harry Potter movie and what other Harry Potter movies you like, because I know Cam loves that
actually stuff. No, let's not even go there.
All right, Cam. Cam loves Hogwarts and the Wizarding World of Harry Potter. We know that. All right, everybody. We'll see you next week.
This has been Drew and Stu. Follow Drew at Producer Drew and Cam at Cam Stewart Live. May the winners be yours and all of the best bets hit.